Honestly, I am so happy that we are live again. You know, very delighted that we could also do this on a very beautiful day like this. And without not taking too much of our time, I would so seriously want to delve straight into the business of the day, which is I'm looking for trade opportunities. And I'm supposed to have been here before now, though. Yep. But I was actually looking, just created an account for Twitch and was now looking into how we can FX the KG can connect both on this platform, which is on YouTube Live, and also on and via Twitch, which is possible though, yes, but I'm not actually a Gen Z. I have not really gotten that feel, that vibe, okay. And also for the fact that this is a one-man business, it's just not so convenient, not so comfortable doing this all alone. Okay, so with that means I'm going to take some time to make sure that that works. Okay. So I'm going to wait a little bit for and then I'll come up live by moving away from the template you're seeing on the screen. Just one more thing to do. I need to pay some, put some information on the live chat. Moving away from the and there you go. I think, all right, that's okay. Yeah, that's good. So let's quickly see what we all right, before I start, let's say that this is according to what you see here. It's a top tier forex trading platform, FX to the KG. You get a top tier forex trading, and we will never ask you for money, and neither do we do forex investment services. So nobody's going to ask you for money, and nobody's going to offer you any investment service or services. Okay, so if anybody calls or you see maybe anybody or any link of FX or KG anywhere, please always refer back to this page. Okay, that is the link, scrolling on. The link to get to this place is the link you see scrolling on here on the screen. Okay, link tr.ee/FX to the KG. So this is all that we have. Okay, this is all that we do. If you're unsure, please come to the Telegram channel, and there you can also connect with the support. Okay, so that is that's about that. Moving on. Moving on. Okay, now here we go. Now initially, what actually I've just had the opportunity to take 2 trades before the video, and this was late. Okay, and this is actually AUD USD. I still eventually took the trade, you know hoping that price will definitely go north, that is, go up. Okay, now if you look at where we actually are coming from, if I'm to draw on a 15-minute time frame this trend line, you see how well it suits, right? And I'm just showing you this trend line so that you can also, although I have a different perspective or methodology to which to the method with which or the kind of approach I use, for trading, the financial market as a whole. Trend line is a different whole ball game. All right, so now I've just switched to the 1 hour time frame so we can see. Then coming back to the 15-minute time frame, you see this is actually the bottom. Okay, the second leg of that, which you can also call a higher low. All right, okay, now this is where I took the trade from. I should have taken it from here, but I think this was early hours of today. Okay, yeah, 3 4 hours, 2 3 4 hours before now. One should have taken this trade, but yeah, I still got the confirmation from the alert. Okay, where did I put the alert? All right, so every confirmation comes from here. Okay, every confirmation comes from here, and sometimes I like it when I get 2 to 3 confirmations. Like for instance, if you look at this, I am getting GBP New Zealand, which is saying sell. I should change this time here is 2 hours difference, so I need to recode this thing and make it -2. Okay, that aside, so it's actually currently scanning 28 pairs. So if I'm to look at GBP New Zealand, which says sell, GBP New Zealand, which says sell, now you see it's actually saying sell. Now on a very good day, what I sometimes or most times do is I've gone to the 1 hour time frame to see price could still push. Okay, price could still push, but when I get to see signals in areas like this, I don't really get too comfortable with it. Okay, of course. Okay, just like yesterday I saw this is New Zealand USD shooting up now, but yesterday, let me move back to the 15-minute time frame. This is the trade of the trade signal that was gotten from it about 17 18 pips yesterday, and I was like, okay, I could take it, but I was not really comfortable because price was hitting a stop and reverse level here, using it as a support, and originally it had become a zone. Okay, let me just draw it this way. Okay, I'm just gonna take this. Now you see, so originally it had become a zone. Okay, originally it had become a zone, so I was not really comfortable trading it. So what I did was just to ignore it, and earlier today, or at the early hours of today, I saw price was actually moving up, and I was like, okay, I think it's always good. You can't dabble into trading every signal you get, which is very very good. So if I get another signal aside the fact that I'm currently I currently have a buy order with Euro USD. Okay, a buy order with Euro USD, and also a buy order with AUD USD. You can see the correlation, right? Yes, so that means US dollar is kind of like not strong. The index for US dollar is weak. All right, so that's why this is actually coming, and that is with the help of everything you see on my screen. Okay, and this 3PU confirmation. Okay, 3PU confirmation means triple confirmation. All right, so you get to see it here, 3PU alert, that's 3PU alert, sell euro at GBP New Zealand. Okay, I think I've had some before now. Let me just scroll down a little bit. Okay, you see here it says buy XAU USD. So let's quickly look at that. Now you see at some point it will do what you want it to do. Earlier today I also saw this. Okay, yeah, just to let you know, I have a buy order on silver XAGUSD. Earlier today what I wanted to say was that I saw the signal here where it says buy. Okay, even if I taken it, it could have been just about 22 pips. Okay, which is not that was just the beginning of the new day for another day trading. All right, I saw that. Now the same was for, I didn't get this, but maybe I slept, but I saw that the same move that this made, US dollar was kind of like weak. Okay, the index for the US dollar was weak, so I had to and it moved gold by almost 200 pips, like about 182 with 3 pips, which is also good. Okay, but what do we have? What are we doing today? I have euro USD, I have AUD USD. Okay, and I still have card CHF. All right, so I still have card CHF. And another thing is I am looking for an opportunity, or I'm looking for price to, let me just draw it out so that we can see this. This tool will not do it except I bring up my tools. Okay, I'm looking for price to, the way it is. Anyway, it could go up. I'm not I don't have the monopoly for price. I'm only using what I have to get what I want. Okay, I'm waiting for price to at any point to make a pullback, no matter how long or how short the pullback is. Okay, if the pullback could be at a 6, it could be at a 12, it could be at an 18. Okay, that's based on my calculation. Okay, based on my softwares, the way I programmed it. Okay, even it could be at a 24. Okay, so once that happens, and then a pullback for GBP USD, I am going to initiate a buy order. I'm going to initiate a buy order, and please mind you, I'm trading from a very good zone here, which is also a stop and reverse zone. That is the previous year high. That's the high of last year. So price is actually using the high of last year. Let's move to 1 hour time frame so that we can see it clearly. All right, so we have this now. You can see what is happening in the 1 hour time frame. All right, you can see what's happening in the 1 hour time frame. So let's move back. Price is actually making a turn here, making a turn around this point, so which means every and with it this way, I've not gotten a signal for that, then I'm going to exit from every other trade. Okay, for based on that, or based on that factor, I really need to get the signal. I really need to get an alert. I really need to find a reason why I should exit from the trade. So many factors that I look at. I don't want to give it one name. Okay, people will say part of my trading methodology, the approach comes with looking at multi-time frames. Okay, so that's why I have this. Okay, that's the MTF you see here, that's multi-time frame. Okay, then I look at the flow of the market. This is low, this is high, there is medium. Okay, medium is M. Then I also look at the risk. Okay, I also look at the market, the risk of the market. So this is all these grades are the things, and also the strength and the momentum. All of these things is put together at the end of the day, that it becomes what I rely on to, you know, take my trades. That is that. Then also another factor here is here, this, you know, color here and everything here. This is session break and it's actually neutral. With this dark slate gray color, it gives me, you know, I will look at buy opportunity from it. So let's, you know, see New Zealand card. Now you see, so you get session break sometimes, you know, and you also want to quickly, you know, make your decision with it. Then another one is when it comes out black. So dark slate gray is buy, black when it comes out, you know, with black color, this is session break. Euro New Zealand session break is convergence. Session break CV means convergence. So let's look at Euro New Zealand. Now you see, right? So it's a very good one to, for me, you know, I don't have to wait until I get 100, 200. If it comes, I'll definitely embrace it. Let me also show you, you know, how, you know, I take the results that I take. Now you see GBP CHF in the past days on the 11th, you know, this is what it gave me. CHF JPY was 19 pips. Yeah, gold was about 125. Euro GBP was 19 pips. Okay, GBP CHF was 25 pips. BTC USD were lost. Card JPY 18 pips. Euro card, Euro AUD 11 pips, and lastly I still got 24 pips from 24 points from gold XAU, you know, USD. So let's go back to what we have, what we're doing. So in this case too, I would also be looking for a pullback. I'm not just going to dabble into the market, a very short pullback, because I think this had decided where price, you know, would go. Okay, for Euro USD, I'm still waiting for the confirmation for GBP USD. I've not gotten that, and I'll wait until, you know, that happens. Now here too, this is what we have. Okay, let me keep it here. All right, now you see what we have. This stop, this bottom. Okay, look at the zone price, you know, touching the base, the bottom, you know, the bottom, and wanted to get to touch the base. It was now using the stop and reverse level to use it as the base. Okay, now look at it, touched it once, came back down, was a false breakdown or breakout to the downward side, went back up again, touched the stop and reverse, and came back down again. And you know, that's just a simple analysis. That means price is ranging. So what we will be doing or looking for is to, you know, look for a better opportunity when price is going to break above here or break below here. But from my indication, you know, we already have price had already given me a direction, you know, this morning to buy, and I could be looking for an opportunity to buy above here. So the pullback could happen above, you know, those points. It could happen, it could even happen below it. So anyway, I'm looking to, like, the reason I'm saying this is because it could help me to get another trade opportunity. Okay, could help me to get another, you know, entry to an entry to buy Euro USD. Okay, so we'll wait. Okay. All right, so let's quickly look at the, I said I was looking for a pullback. The same also goes for AUD USD. Yeah, the same also goes for AUD USD. And I'm still getting the confirmed signal for buy. So which means the buy order is still, very, very strong. Okay. Price will calculate all the factors that is necessary: the strength, the momentum, the MTF value, the flow, and also the risk. Then also it will look at how well that currency pair is moving, how well the currency pair is moving. So the moment you begin to see the risk, that if the risk is becoming high and the flow is becoming high, that means there is volatility in the market. Okay, that means there's volatility in the market, and that is where you get, if you get a signal in that moment, no matter how small the or how little the take profit is, or the profit is, just take it and get out of the market and wait for another opportunity. Yeah, sometimes it goes negative, but I think the winning is more, the winning is much more than the losses that comes. Okay, still getting Euro USD. I'm still getting Euro USD, also still getting AUD USD. Even momentum wise, I'm still getting AUD USD. Okay, so I'm going to focus more. So attention is going to be given more to all of these pairs that I'm getting signals from. That is, and actually it's not just that I'm getting signals from it. If you look at it from this perspective, you see price is just touching a base, a support, just formed a support, and looking for a break out of that zone. Okay, and you see, just looking for a way to break out. After the breakout, you can just take your pick whatever buy or sell order you get, and there you go. The same thing with the Euro USD in the 1 hour time frame. The same thing with Euro USD in the 1 hour time frame. Same thing. So if I move back to the smaller time frame, I want to be able to see that pullback happen. And the same with silver XAU USD. And I'm thinking, okay, silver has made its own pullback, and we should expect this price to begin to soar higher. Okay, let me use this as the take profit level. Yes, I want it as high as that point, 15-minute wise. So this is going to be my take profit, and if I want to set a stop loss, okay, so where is my risk rewards? Okay, I want to set the, I want to know okay, the risk reward is about 1 to 2.17. That's the risk reward, which is good. It's good. It's good, 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 good. This is Euro USD. Euro USD, AUD USD. So we are waiting for a pullback. Once we have a confirmation for the pullback that it has ended, if it ends just like we calculated or like we analyzed, I'm going to take the buy order, but it's confirmed for me from this desk that I could be buying Euro USD, that I will be buying Euro USD and AUD USD the more. Okay, currently I'm on the negative side, or yes, price is actually negative, or yes, from the buy order of the AUD USD, and we are in profit in Euro USD, but yes, we are having a little pullback from the buy order that we have, from the bullish movement that Euro USD actually has for now. So I'm going to close this. Maybe, let me just leave it. Okay, I don't want it to cover too much of the space of the screen for where I can of what I'm actually displaying. But if it's for me, for my if left alone for me, I like it the way it is. But I want, if eventually people see this anytime, 1 year, 2 years, 10 years, okay, I want it to be clean. That's why I'm using this platform to just show the trades that we have. Okay, so Euro USD, where you at, what you doing? Okay, And funny enough, today I started a challenge, which of course I'm going to show to people when the time is right. All right, I am taking a buy order for Euro USD at this point. Okay, yeah. For a, now you see the risk reward is just 1 to 2. The risk reward is just 1 to 2. And immediately we have it in the Telegram. Okay, I'm buying Euro USD at this price, and the stop loss is this, and the take profit is this, 1.16657. Okay, and the same, I'm adding more to the AUD USD buy order. Okay, and here we go. Okay, so let's see how this goes. And those are the two major signals that I keep getting, except that I'm also getting for New Zealand USD. Okay, yeah, except that I'm also getting for New Zealand USD. Okay, and look at here, price just broke above the stop and reverse level here, but you still have to protect your portfolio, your capital, and you don't have to risk too much. I don't want to risk too much. Okay, all right, the second trade for Euro USD is currently at the profit area of the buy order, and also for AUD USD. Intraday trading wise, I would actually want to or wish to set my take profit to anything about 20 pips for, okay, or I should just rather leave it and let the market flow. Okay, yes, I'll rather let the market flow. This live stream is not gonna be much because I'm gonna come back to it and make another live stream. But for the fact that Euro USD is just, picking up momentum from the downside, I might want to, let it flow a little bit. Okay, so if there is need or there are needs for me to add more to the trades, okay, some people will say stacking. I'm not gonna stack multiple trades like that. It has to be at confirmed areas, confirmed levels. Today is the beginning of the rest day of FX with KG's trading journey. So with the little we have, everything put together, we are good to go. Good to go. On the long term, BTC is still not picking up in the biggest picture, but here intraday wise, BTC also. So what's BTC doing? Let's go check BTC USD. Oh damn, I see. No wonder it's falling. But yesterday it was around, it got to 123,000 and now it's at 116,000. Okay, I think it was right. So overall, US dollar is still trying to, see how it can outsmart the Bitcoin or the cryptocurrency called BTC. Okay, so let's see. But that's aside, our concern today is the signals I'm getting from the overall day trending London session daily top mover. And today is the 15th day in the month of July 2025, and this is the current time from my desk. Okay, this is the current time from my desk. So I'm trading with dates, I'm trading with precision. Okay, so currently I have 2 orders on Euro USD. Okay, this is the first entry. I waited for this short pullback, and this is the second entry. I also have 2 orders on AUD USD. This is the first entry. When the alert came, I got this pullback. Okay, I got in here again. So these are the 2 entries I have on AUD USD and also on Euro USD. Okay, but overall, the signals I've gotten so far, makes this trading, makes it very comfortable for me and makes me know what I am dealing with. So I'm still getting Euro USD as the overall combined signal. Combined signals means everything we get here it is summed up and it generates, the most reliable, signals. Okay, that's, what decides whether we buy or we sell. All right, so we also have New Zealand USD, but I'm not, touching that. And we have several others, you know several other trades that I have not touched, even AUD JPY, which is also indicating a buy. Okay, so let's quickly see what we have now. Look at AUD JPY. So that makes it very, reliable. That makes trading, that makes FX with KG's trading very reliable. Okay, it gives me the peace of mind that I want, because I don't have to be switching from chart to chart to analyze trades. I have used what I have to get what I want, use the knowledge I have as a programmer, all right, to um, put all of these things up, my trading methodology, to become what it is that I am looking at currently on my screen. Okay, so I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.